Are you gonna pay for this?
Nah, you got it, bro.
Okay. Men aren't men these days anymore. I gotta pay for everything, I guess. Do y'all take Apple Pay? Okay, well I left my debit card in the car, so I guess we can go.
Damn.
I'm serious.
That's
Sorry about that. You know, maybe if I had a real gentleman, you know, he would have just paid for it, but whatever. Thank you.
Bro, so
You just embarrassed me.
why you don't got your card?
Because I left it in the car. Why you can't be my man and make sure I got all my stuff? You just made me embarrass myself.
Now you talking about your man. Just a couple seconds ago, you was arguing with me and doing all this extra shit.
Okay, because you stay doing little stuff. I don't understand.
All right, bro. Like, it's cool, bro. I'm not tripping, bro. Like,
okay. You're not tripping.
You just don't got an orange juice. Okay.
You just made me embarrass myself in Walmart.
I didn't make you do nothing.
Yes, you did.
You don't got your card. That's on you.
Okay, so why you couldn't pay for it?
I don't gotta pay for your shit.
Yeah, you broke.
I'm broke.
You broke.
All right, if I'm broke, then stop talking to me then.
Stop talking.
Yeah.
So you want to be with somebody else?
I didn't say that, but I'm saying you calling me broke. So why you with me?
Why am I?
Yeah, exactly.
Everything is just mid.
Everything mid.
Yeah.
Sorry, stop playing with me. You mid. What you talking about?
I'm serious. I'm serious.
You're mid.
I'm
Look at
serious.
you.
Modern women wanting a traditional man when it's time to pay the bills. What a hot topic to talk about.
Hey babe, was I wrong for how I moved at this girl's birthday dinner? So I get invited via my homegirl to go to this girl's dinner. I don't know her like that. I think I met her once through my homegirl a while ago. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go because you're inviting me. So I go, I get the girl a little gift or whatever. When I pull up, the first thing I realize is, first of all, everybody's on time. And second of all, a lot of people showed up for this girl's birthday dinner. It was over 12 people. Probably over 15. I've never seen this many people at a birthday dinner at a restaurant in my life. As the night's going, you know, people are buying their drinks and things like that. But what I started noticing is people's orders. You know, I'm a very observant person, so I started noticing people's orders. And they was ordering 2 and 3 appetizers, 3 and 4 drinks, the best biggest T-bone steaks with the gold on it and this and truffle fries and this and it. Everybody was doing their thing. So something, I don't know what it was, at a certain point of the night after, you know, people was, you know, finishing up their plates and ordering their last drinks and stuff like that, I had to go to the bathroom, but something hit me on my way to the bathroom, like, you know, just stop and pay for your meal. Just stop by the bar, pay for your meal, tip out, do that. That's what I did. So by the time I go to the bathroom, pay for my bill, tip out and stuff like that, the waiter is coming around to the table wanting to know how we're going to do the bill, because the bill can only get split 2 ways, and he made that very clear. The bill can only get split 2 ways. So the girl looks down at the other end of the table where we're sitting, and she says, oh, well, 2 of the guests, they can put it on their card and everybody can cash app them and they can deal with the bill because I'm not worried about that. I'm the birthday girl. I heard it, but everybody around at the table act like they didn't. And I was completely not worried because, again, my bill is paid for, tipped and everything. I'm just kind of waiting on my homegirl. So after time has gone past, nobody's putting up the card. Nobody even touched the check, right? So finally, a dude that was there, he opened it being funny, and it was over $3,500. That's how much the bill was. It was over $3,500. When he said that, I just busted out laughing. I don't know why I find it to be so funny. I think it's because I knew it was about to be a shit show. So the person comes back around and notices that nobody's touching the bill, and it's like, hey, what are we doing about the bill? So she looks down towards our end again, which I don't know why she kept looking down towards our end. So finally she's like, all right, well, who's gonna put down on the bill? So I don't say nothing. My homegirl, she don't say nothing. And then so finally another girl in the group was like, well, my homegirl, well, can we put it on your card and, you know, everybody just pay you back? My homegirl, she say no. Like, no, I'm not really comfortable with that, So things are starting to get heated now. There's a back and forth going between the restaurant, who's going to be paying, things like that. A lot of people are getting frustrated. Things are getting heated. So what do? I say, I'm going to excuse myself. Because first of all, I'm not about to be sitting in a food, restaurant, public setting and embarrass myself because y'all don't have y'all shit together. right? I don't do that. I don't play that. My shit is already taken care of. My bill is taken care of, tipped out, tipped beautifully. My bill came up to $100, and I'll never forget, it was $115 without tip, right? So I was like, I'm gonna excuse myself. Get up, leave, call the Uber and all. My homegirl, because this is her friend, so she's staying trying to, figure things out and stuff like that, arguing things like that with people. I'm not doing that. So I excuse myself and I leave because y'all need to figure this out. As I'm getting up to leave, well, what are you doing? Well, how are you leaving? You need to help pay for this bill, things like that. The waiter, before I could even say that, the waiter's like, his bill's already taken care of. He took, he paid his bill and tipped out almost 45 minutes ago. Everybody's shocked, looking like, I'm hitting the door by now. I'm gone. I'm out. I get by the time I get home, about an hour, I would say later, I get a long text message from my homegirl. I think that it was real rude what you did at my homegirl's birthday dinner. I don't know where that type of etiquette came from. I texted her back a simple IDC.
I never understood how people could go out and eat so big and comfortably with empty pockets. You did the right thing. There was a reason why you were invited to a birthday dinner for a girl you barely know.
Okay. I can accept this point of view. I can understand how you could feel this way. But let me add a little bit of context to this situation. To begin, anybody that knows me enough that we're going out and hanging out knows that I'm really zero tolerance for any type of BS. That's to begin with. Like, anybody knows that Storm will remove himself out of any situation that is unbecoming. You're sitting at this table arguing and getting into it with these people at this nice, fancy restaurant. She knew that I was gonna leave. She knows that I don't play that. She knows that, and that's why she wasn't mad that I left. She specifically was not mad that I left. She was mad that I did not contribute to the big bill. That's why she was mad. She sat there and threw her hands up and made it very crystal clear that she wasn't going to use her card, but in the same breath turned around and was arguing at people about who was going to pay the bill at the table, and not once was saying, oh, I'm going to pay you back, I'll cash app you, let me Zelle you. So my thing is, why are you so worried about who's going to pay this bill, but at the same time, you're not reconfirming anything that you're going to pay them back, just like your homegirl. And another thing I want to point out, she wasn't going to leave that dinner regardless, even if I told her that I paid for my bill, which is why I didn't tell her. Because this, again, is her good homegirl. This is her best friend. So she's at the table trying to figure this all out with her homegirl. So I'm like, I'm not the best friend in this situation. I'm just the plus one. I don't know nobody at this table. My homegirl knows everybody at this table. So her dealing with all these people, that's her business. And lastly, we did not fall out because of this. Our relationship, our friendship did not end because of this situation. After the next day, we kind of giggled it off, and we kind of agreed to disagree, because to this same day, even after she seen this video, we got on the phone and she was like, Storm, you could have paid more on that bill. And I'm like, girl, what do you mean I could have paid more on the bill?
I'm only paying for what's on the check. I'm not splitting the bill, shawty. That's crazy. You expect us to split the bill?
You got lamb chop, you got steak, you got some other.
Look at all that. Look at what all they got. They talking about splitting the
What did you
bill.
come out for? What did you come out for?
We come together and
Alright,
split
I'm
the
saying
bill.
so again. My thing is, y'all doing too much.
Y'all doing way too much. We didn't order all that. But when I'm
Women have an arrogant sense of entitlement when it comes to dating and money. Women are extremely selfish when it comes to money. Women want the most out of dating without having to give back. If she does pay, she won't respect you. I knew a woman who bragged about dangling the idea of sex to get a guy to take her to an expensive meal, and then claimed it was all a misunderstanding, and how dare they. She said she ate half her dinners each year that way. I don't know why any man would have wanted sex with this nasty piece of work, but apparently some men have really low standards. So I guess there must be a stratum of bottom feeders of both sexes. Men who think dinner is cheaper than a hooker, and women who think lying is working. Guess the man gets screwed either way. Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers!